All right. Let's get right to it and not beat around the bush. Other YouTube channels have done it. It's our turn.
69.
The new Superman trailer is here. We will have to clip this out. If you're watching it live, you
Warner
can
Brothers.
watch it with us. I may pause, but not for long. Alan has not seen the trailer yet. Is that right, Alan?
That is correct.
So let's take a look, and we will react on the other side. Here it is. I'm bringing it up here from James Gunn's X account. Let me pause it. I'll go full screen. We will watch it with you, and Alan will react as he has not seen it. Yes. You excited?
Yes.
Well, there you go.
Because my understanding is this better knock my socks off.
Do you have socks on?
Yeah, well, not in a moment. Not in 3 minutes.
All right, let's watch the trailer. I may or may not pause in a limited sense, but let's watch it together. Here we go, Alan.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah,
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
sure.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
Recently, you've come under a lot of fire for
I
what
know,
some
it's a
might.
lot of
it's
fire,
it's a
but-
lot. Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions. That's funny?
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
This is how you're gonna be?
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman. Did you consult with the president?
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of
I
the
wasn't
United States will
representing
cause
anybody
more
except for me.
problems around the world. More.
And doing good.
I would question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die. Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Your choices, your actions. That's what makes you who you are.
Superman. He's not a man. He's an it. He's somehow become the focal point of the entire world's conversation. I will not accept that.
I cleaned your boots. I'll go get them for you.
You have a dog?
There you go. Okay, Alan, what are your thoughts?
Okay, well, it did what I've been asking for a very long time. It's Superman doing Superman stuff.
You saved
the
two
thing-
people, including an Asian woman.
Yes. In terms of what I just saw, I feel like I'm not going to get the Superman movie I'm expecting.
Yes,
but
I
that's
agree.
not necessarily a bad thing. I guess I kind of like the idea of really not knowing what's happening and what's going on. And there's a level of now faith that goes into James Gunn to say, whatever you just showed me, I hope you pull it off. Because if he pulls it off, it's going to be a pretty good movie. but at the same time, it just teeters on that line of it could be a bad movie if things just fall off the rails. So yeah, I watch it, I go, not what I expected, but I'm intrigued. I guess that's the best way I could say it. I'm not
It's
overwhelmed by it, but I'm
are you
ready to be
whelmed?
whelmed. I'm whelmed.
W-
Yes.
Ready to be whelmed. I'll just say
Yes.
this. It's the best marketing they've had for the movie so far, but
Yeah.
I'm not getting chills like I did with
Mhm.
Man of Steel. I'm just not getting those emotional chills. And I feel bad about that. I feel like it feels like a TV show and not a movie. There are so many characters, and now a woman who's got blades for
For hands.
hands.
That's
Yeah.
not a DC character.
It is apparently. I was on Gary's stream and people told me I'd never heard of this character.
Yeah,
But the
I mean
characters
that's
are very goofy.
that's the problem I'm getting with Superman. The problem I got with Thunderbolts. Probably I'll have it with Fantastic Four, but it's these comic book characters I don't know. Okay, they're in the comic book. I still don't know them. The Void. I didn't know the Void was a character. I knew Sentry was, but barely. But
Right.
then people tell you, well, it's a comic book character, so therefore you must love it, or they got it right. And I'm like, I have no comparison to know why it's right. And that's the thing about Superman. What I've seen is a lot of characters I don't know, and Handblade Girl.
Oh no! That's her name, Handblade Girl.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, she was in the movie. So what? So in the comic book. So what? Because I'll guarantee you, most of the people who are going to go see this movie, the millions and billions of dollars that it requires to make money, I don't think the majority of those audiences know these, basically C-level DC characters. I know DC fans are going to hate me for this, but that's the reality. I would say what 30% of the people who are going to watch this movie know something about the DC universe enough to get these ancillary characters.
I wonder if the DC universe that James is bringing to the screen, that's more one that hardcore comic fans know, but normies will be turned off by.
Or I mean, if you introduce them right, I guess, or just, but yeah. I don't want to have to go through issue after hundreds of issues of comic books just to understand who they are or why they're important.
It's not a bad trailer.
No,
honestly, I think it's the best marketing for the movie so far, but I wonder if it will be enough. And I fear that it feels more like a TV show. We're being dropped in the middle of season 2 of a TV show I never watched, and this is what we got. Anyways, final thoughts. I'll go to comments.
Okay, so in the end, am I excited about this movie? I am. I'm leaning toward being more excited about this movie, but I kind of, you kind of wish you could just cast everything you've seen aside and just base it off this one trailer versus all the nonsense we've gotten since then, since the first trailer came out. I mean, do you think you'd be more excited had you just seen this and not everything else?
I'm not sure. I think all the marketing for Superman has been off. It's been all on the shoulders of Gunn, which I think is a mistake. I think he's an aspect, not the focus. Now the focus, we get more of a story. Another story about a superhero who is being shunned by society and has to be accountable for his actions. And we have seen that in Spider-Man. We've seen it in other Superman movies. So
I mean, trailers should inspire you to want to see this movie. If a trailer, especially this movie, and they just kind of failed. And I don't know if it's the movie's fault or if it's the marketing department's fault.